Hello students, good morning. Today in this video, I am going to explain you about glandular epithelium. It is one of the important 4 marks question from first year zoology, that is structural organization in animals. Structural organization in animals. It is one of the important 4 marks question. What is that question? Glandular epithelium. It is very, very important 4 marks question from structural organization in animals from first year zoology. Okay, glandular epithelium. This some of the columnar or cuboidal epithelial cells. Some of the columnar or cuboidal epithelial cells that get specialized for the production of secretions forms glandular epithelium. Some of the columnar epithelial cells or cuboidal epithelial cells are modified to produce some secretions, and these cells constitute glandular epithelium. Here some of the columnar or cuboidal epithelial cells that get specialized for the production of secretions constitute glandular epithelium. This glandular epithelium is made up of with glandular cells which are secretory in function. Glandular cells are otherwise called secretory cells. Glandular cells are secretory cells together form glandular epithelium. Means glandular epithelium is formed by secretory cells. Secretory cells otherwise called glandular cells which are secretory in function. Some of the columnar or cuboidal epithelial cells get specialized for the production of certain secretions constitute glandular epithelium. Glandular epithelium is formed by glandular cells. These glandular cells otherwise called secretory cells which are secretory in function. Okay. Next, glands are of two types. They are unicellular glands and multicellular glands. Glands are of how many types? 2 types. They are unicellular glands and multicellular glands. Okay. First we will discuss about the unicellular glands. Unicellular glands are made up of with isolated gland cells. These are the isolated gland cells. These unicellular glands are made up of with isolated gland cells. Example is goblet cells of the gut. Here mucus secreting cells present in the small intestine, wall of the small intestine are called goblet cells. Goblet cells are mucus secreting cells present in the small intestine. Means goblet cells of the gut are example for unicellular glands. Unicellular glands are made up of with isolated gland cells. Next, what about the multicellular glands? These multicellular glands are made up of with clusters of glandular cells, bunches of glandular cells, groups of glandular cells together form multicellular glands. Here these are multicellular glands. Here multicellular glands are made up of with clusters of glandular cells. But unicellular glands are made up of with isolated gland cells. Multicellular glands are made up of with clusters or groups or bunches of glandular cells. Okay. Next example for multicellular gland is salivary glands. Their secretions are saliva. Okay. Multicellular glands, they are made up of with clusters of glandular cells. Unicellular glands are made up of with isolated gland cells. This is the difference between the unicellular glands and multicellular glands. Unicellular glands example is goblet cells, mucus secreting cells of the gut. means especially in small intestine. Okay, next multicellular glands means they are made up of with clusters of glandular cells. Example is salivary glands. Okay, next now we will discuss about types of glands. Types of glands based on the mode of pouring or releasing of their secretions. Here glands are classified into two types, that is exocrine glands and endocrine glands. Exocrine glands and endocrine glands. This classification of the glands is based on the mode of pouring or releasing their secretions. Okay. So based on the mode of pouring or releasing of their secretions, glands are of two types. They are exocrine glands and endocrine glands. Exocrine glands, they are provided with ducts. Exocrine glands are provided with ducts. Can you give some examples of exocrine glands? Liver, pancreas, salivary glands. Here pancreas is also called mixed gland. Mixed gland. Okay. Here exocrine gland, example liver, salivary glands, and pancreas. Pancreas is also described as mixed gland. Mixed gland means pancreas is both exocrine and endocrine in function. Okay, next about endocrine glands. These are ductless glands. Ductless glands are called endocrine glands. What are endocrine glands? Ducts are absent. So their secretions are directly released. Their secretions are released to the their secretions are called hormones. The secretions of the endocrine glands are called hormones. What are endocrine glands? These are ductless glands and their secretions are called hormones. Here ducts are absent, so hormones are carried to the target organs by blood. How these hormones reaches the target organ? Through blood. What are target organs? The organs on which hormone acts. The organ on which hormone acts is called target organs. What are the secretions of the endocrine glands? Secretions of the endocrine glands are called hormones. How these hormones are carried to the target organs? Through blood. Why? Because ducts are absent. These endocrine glands are ductless glands. Can you give some examples for endocrine glands? Pituitary gland, thyroid gland, thymus gland, parathyroid gland, adrenal glands. All these are come under endocrine glands. Okay. Once again, endocrine glands are ductless glands. Their secretions are called hormones. How these hormones are carried to the target organs? Through blood. Why? Because ducts are absent. Next, exocrine glands are duct glands. Examples of exocrine glands are salivary glands, liver, pancreas, etc. Okay. Next, this is about the classification of glands, types of glands based on the mode of pouring or releasing their secretions. Exocrine glands and endocrine glands. Next about the secretions of the exocrine glands. Exocrine glands are duct glands, no? The secretions of the exocrine gland includes mucus, saliva, earwax or cerumen, oil, milk, and digestive enzymes and other cellular products. What are the secretions of the examples for secretions of the exocrine glands are mucus, saliva, earwax or cerumen, oil, milk and digestive enzymes. These are the these are the some of the examples for the secretions of the exocrine glands. Once again, mucus, saliva, earwax, oil, milk, digestive enzymes and other products. Okay. This is about the exocrine, endocrine glands and unicellular and multicellular glands. Okay. Next, we will discuss types of glands based on the mode of secretion. There are of three types. Exocrine glands are three types. Based on the mode of secretion. Glands are of two types. Exocrine glands are based on the mode of secretion. Exocrine glands are three types. They are merocrine glands, apocrine glands, and holocrine glands. Listen carefully. Based on the mode of secretion, exocrine glands are of three types. They are merocrine glands, apocrine glands, and holocrine glands. Merocrine glands, example pancreas. Apocrine glands, example mammary glands. And holocrine glands, example sebaceous glands. Merocrine glands Here, based on the mode of secretions, exocrine glands are of three types. They are merocrine glands, apocrine glands, and holocrine glands. Okay. This is holocrine gland. Next, apocrine gland. Next, about apocrine gland. These are the secretory products. Listen carefully. Based on the mode of secretion, exocrine glands are three types. Okay, they are merocrine glands, apocrine glands, and holocrine glands. Okay, first we will discuss about the merocrine glands. Merocrine glands example is pancreas. Okay, in this, during the release of secretory products, there is no loss to the cell. No loss of cellular material. During the release of secretory products, no loss of cell. During the release of secretory products, no loss to the cellular material. Okay. Next, this is called merocrine gland. An example for merocrine gland is pancreas. During the release of secretory product, there is no loss to the cellular material. Okay. Next, apocrine glands. Apocrine glands example is mammary gland. During the release of secretory products, what happens? Only apical part of the cell is pinched off. Apical part of the cell is pinched off. Apical part of the cell is pinched off. Means only apical part of the cell is lost during the release of the secretory products. Apocrine gland example is mammary glands. During the release of secretory products, only apical part of the cell is pinched off. Means only apical part is lost. Okay, this is called apocrine gland. Example is mammary gland. Next, about holocrine gland. Here in holocrine gland, during the release of secretory products, entire cell is lost. During release of secretory product. Example, holocrine gland. Example is sebaceous glands. Once again, I will repeat holocrine gland. During the release of cellular products, or secretory product, what happened? Entire cell is lost. Okay, this is called holocrine gland. Example is sebaceous glands. Okay, what is apocrine gland? During the release of secretory products, what happens? Apical part of the cell is pinched off. Okay, example is mammary glands. Next, merocrine glands. Example is pancreas. Okay, during the release of secretory product, there is no loss to the cell. Example is pancreas. This is about the types of exocrine glands based on the Mode of secretions. Mode of secretion. So based on the mode of secretions, glands are of, exocrine glands are of three types. Merocrine glands, during the release of secretion, no loss of cellular materials. No loss of cellular material. This is the merocrine gland. No loss of cellular material during the release of secretory product. This is secretory product. Next, apocrine gland. Apical part of the cell pinched off. Apical part of the cell is pinched off. This is apocrine gland. Apical part of the cell is pinched off along with the secretory products. Next, holocrine gland. Entire cell disintegrates. Entire cell disintegrates. This is holocrine gland. Entire cell disintegrates during the release of secretory product. Example is sebaceous glands. Example is sebaceous glands. With that, glandular epithelium explanation is completed. It is one of the important 4 marks question from structural organization we already discussed. Okay, now we are going to discuss about another important 4 marks question, that is from animal diversity 2. That is animal diversity 2. That is vertebrate phyla. Vertebrate phyla. This is from vertebrate phyla. Animal diversity 2. Vertebrate phyla. Vertebrates means animals with backbone. Animals with backbone or vertebral column are called vertebrates. In animal diversity 2, all vertebrates are included. For example, fishes, amphibians, reptiles, aves and mammals are included in animal diversity 2. This is one of the important chapter. In that, differences between cartilaginous and bony fishes is very, very important 4 marks question. Now we are going to discuss about the differences between cartilaginous and bony fishes. This is from which chapter? Animal diversity 2 of first year zoology. Okay, this is one of the important question. What is that question? Differences between cartilaginous and bony fishes. Very, very important 4 marks question for IPE. Okay, first we will discuss about what are cartilaginous fishes and what are bony fishes. Before that, I will give you some introduction about the fishes. Fishes are first jawed vertebrates. Fishes are first jawed vertebrates. Fishes are first jawed vertebrates. These are completely aquatic. They live in water, and poikilothermic animals are cold-blooded animals, and they are anemniotes. Extraembryonic membranes are absent. They are poikilothermic animals or cold-blooded animals. Means they do not maintain their body temperature constantly. Their body temperature changes with accordance to the changes in the environmental temperature. Fishes are aquatic, poikilothermic, anemniotes, and these are the first jawed vertebrates. Now we will discuss about the differences between cartilaginous and bony fishes. Cartilaginous and bony fishes. Now we will discuss about the cartilaginous and bony fishes. Cartilaginous fishes, they are included in chondrichthyes. They are included in chondrichthyes. Why? Chondri means cartilage, ichthyes means fishes. Bony fishes are included in osteichthyes. Ostei means bone. Ichthyes means fishes. Study of fishes is called ichthyology. Here cartilaginous fishes, they are included under class chondrichthyes. Chondri means cartilage, ichthyes means fishes. These are cartilaginous fishes. Bony fishes are included in osteichthyes. Ostei means bone. Ichthyes means fishes. Okay, these cartilaginous fishes in which endoskeleton is cartilaginous. In cartilaginous fishes, endoskeleton is made up of with cartilage. In bony fishes, endoskeleton is made up of with bone. Endoskeleton of the bony fishes is made up of with bone, and endoskeleton of cartilaginous fishes is made up of with cartilage. Hence the name cartilaginous fishes. In bony fishes, endoskeleton is made up of with bone, hence called bony fishes. Okay. Next, cartilaginous fishes are marine. They live in sea water. Okay. They live in sea water. Next, bony fishes may live in fresh water or marine water or brackish water. Means they live in all types of aquatic habitats. Aquatic habitats, fresh water, marine and brackish water. Brackish water means the place where river meets the sea. The place where river meets the sea. So bony fishes lives in all types of aquatic habitats, that is fresh water, marine water and brackish water. But cartilaginous fishes are exclusively marine fishes. They live in sea water. They live in sea water. Okay. Next, these cartilaginous fishes consists of heterocercal caudal fin. Heterocercal caudal fin. Next, bony fishes. Caudal fin means tail fin. What are fins? These are the locomotory organelles of the fishes. Locomotory organelles of the fishes are called fins. Here, heterocercal caudal fin. Caudal fin means tail fin. Heterocercal caudal fin means this caudal fin is both externally and internally asymmetrical. Heterocercal caudal fin is both externally and internally asymmetrical. Hence it is called heterocercal caudal fin. Next, in bony fishes, what type of caudal fin is present? Homocercal caudal fin. Example, teleost fishes, and difficercal caudal fin. It is found in dipnoi fishes or lungfishes and latimeria. Latimeria is otherwise called coelacanth fish, which is the living fossil among the fishes, in which difficercal caudal fin is present. Homocercal caudal fin means this caudal fin is externally symmetrical, internally asymmetrical. Homocercal caudal fin is externally symmetrical and internally asymmetrical. Heterocercal caudal fin is both externally and internally. Both externally and internally asymmetrical. This heterocercal caudal fin is both externally and internally asymmetrical. Right? Next, here bony fishes consist of homocercal caudal fin. Homocercal caudal fin means it is the tail fin which is externally symmetrical and internally asymmetrical. It is externally symmetrical, internally asymmetrical. But heterocercal caudal fin is both externally and internally asymmetrical. Next, difficercal caudal fin is externally and internally symmetrical. Externally and internally symmetrical means both sides, externally and internally it is symmetrical. Which one? Heterocercal caudal fin is both externally, internally asymmetrical. Just opposite to the heterocercal caudal fin is difficercal caudal fin, which is externally and internally symmetrical. Difficercal caudal fin is externally, internally symmetrical, but homocercal caudal fin is externally symmetrical, internally asymmetrical. Heterocercal caudal fin is both externally, internally asymmetrical. Just opposite to the heterocercal caudal fin is difficircle, in which both externally, internally it is symmetrical. Caudal fin is externally, internally symmetrical. Homocercal caudal fin, externally symmetrical, internally asymmetrical. Okay, so in cartilaginous fishes, what type of caudal fin or tail fin is present? Heterocercal caudal fin. But in bony fishes, homocercal caudal fin. Example, teleost fishes. Difficircal caudal fin found in lungfishes or dipnoi fishes, and also latimeria. It is also called coelacanth fish, which is a living fossil among the fishes. Okay, next, endoskeleton of the cartilaginous fishes is cartilaginous. It is made up of with cartilage, we already discussed, and the endoskeleton of the bony fishes is made up of with bone. Okay, next, the mouth in the case of cartilaginous fishes is ventral in position. Mouth is ventral in position in cartilaginous fishes. But in bony fishes, usually mouth is terminal in position. Usually mouth is terminal in position. Here mouth in the case of cartilaginous fishes is ventral in position. And in bony fishes, mouth is usually terminal. Okay. Next, lamelliform gills are present. In cartilaginous fishes or chondrichthyes fishes, what type of gills are present? What are gills? These are the respiratory organs of the fishes. Here lamelliform gills are present in cartilaginous fishes. Lamelliform gills means plate-like gills. Plate-like gills. Plate-like gills are present. Plate-like gills are present in cartilaginous fishes. And in bony fishes, filamentous gills are present. Thread-like gills. Filamentous gills means thread-like gills are present. Here gills are lamelliform. Here in bony fishes, gills are filamentous gills. Right? Okay. Next, cartilaginous fishes. In cartilaginous fishes, how many pairs of gills are present? 5 to 7 pairs of gills are present. In cartilaginous fishes, 5 to 7 pairs of gills are present. But in bony fishes, 4 pairs of gills are present. In bony fishes, 4 pairs of gills. And cartilaginous fishes, 5 to 7 pairs of gills. What are gills? Gills are the respiratory organs of the fishes. Okay, 5 to 7 pairs of gills. And in bony fishes, 4 pairs of gills. Okay. Next, these gills are, in the case of cartilaginous fishes, gills are not covered by operculum. Operculum is absent. Operculum means a lid-like structure which covers the gills. A lid-like structure. A lid-like structure. A lid-like structure which covers the gills is called operculum. This operculum is absent in cartilaginous fishes. But in bony fishes, gills are covered by operculum. Means operculum is present in bony fishes. Right? Next, air bladder. It is otherwise called swim bladder, which is absent in cartilaginous fishes. Air bladder or swim bladder is absent in the cartilaginous fishes. In bony fishes, air bladder is present. Air bladder or swim bladder is present in bony fishes. Next, in cartilaginous fishes, claspers are present. Claspers are present. In bony fishes, claspers are absent. What are claspers? These claspers are the copulatory organs. Copulatory organs of the cartilaginous fishes which are present on pelvic fins. Pelvic fins. Fins are the locomotory organelles. No? Fins are of two types, paired fins, unpaired fins. Paired fins are pelvic fin and pectoral fins. Pelvic fins and pectoral fins are called paired fins. Here pelvic fins means it is a paired fin. This pelvic fins consists of claspers in the cartilaginous fishes. Claspers are the copulatory organs. Here copulatory organ is present in cartilaginous fishes. Hence fertilization is internal. Fertilization is internal in cartilaginous fishes. Claspers are present in cartilaginous fishes. Claspers are nothing but copulatory organs. They are present on pelvic fins. Here claspers are present, so fertilization is internal. What about the bony fishes? In bony fishes, claspers are absent. Claspers are absent. So what type of fertilization takes place in bony fishes? External fertilization. Why in cartilaginous fishes internal fertilization takes place? Due to the presence of copulatory organs called claspers, which are present on pelvic fins. Okay, in bony fishes, claspers are absent. Claspers are absent, so fertilization is external. Okay, right? Next, cartilaginous fishes excretory product is urea. They excrete nitrogenous waste in the form of urea. Hence, they are called ureotelic animals. Cartilaginous fishes are ureotelic animals because their nitrogenous waste material is urea. Next, bony fishes excrete nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. Hence, they are called ammonotelic. Hence, they are called ammonotelic. Next, cartilaginous fishes mostly viviparous. Mostly viviparous means they gave birth to young ones. And bony fishes are oviparous means egg laying. Bony fishes are oviparous means egg laying. Next, cartilaginous fishes are viviparous. They gave birth to young ones. Here, bony fishes, they are oviparous, egg laying. Okay, examples of cartilaginous fishes are scoliodon. It is commonly known as dogfish. And pristis. This is commonly known as sawfish. Sawfish. And torpedo. It is commonly known as electric ray fish. Electric ray fish, in which dorsal muscles are modified into electric organs. In electric ray fishes, dorsal muscles are modified into electric organs. And what is the scientific name of electric ray fish? Torpedo. This scientific name and common names are important for NEET and EPSET also. Here scoliodon, commonly known as dogfish, pristis, sawfish, torpedo, electric ray fish, in which dorsal muscles are modified into electric organs, and trigon, it is called commonly known as stingray. Which fish? Stingray. And one more fish is Sphyrna. Sphyrna, hammer-headed fish. Sphyrna is a hammer-headed fish. Sphyrna, hammer-headed fish. Trigon, stingray. Sphyrna, hammer-headed fish. Next, Carcharodon. It is the great white shark. Carcharodon, it is a great white shark. These are the examples of cartilaginous fishes. These are the examples of cartilaginous fishes. Once again, I will repeat. Carcharodon, great white shark. Scoliodon, dogfish. Pristis, sawfish. Torpedo, electric ray. Trigon, stingray. Sphyrna, hammer-headed fish. Sphyrna is hammer-headed fish. Next, bony fishes example, hippocampus. This is commonly known as sea horse. Sea horse, in which male sea horses consists of brood pouch, in which parental care takes place. Parental care is seen in sea horse, hippocampus, sea horse, in which males consist of brood pouch, due to which parental care also takes place. Next, exocetus. It is flying fish. It is flying fish, in which pectoral fin is modified into wing. Pectoral fin is modified into wing. Exocetus fish, it is a flying fish. And Indian major carps, Katla Katla, Lebio Rohita, Sirhina Mrigala. Katla Katla, Lebio Rohita, Sirhina Mrigala. These are the freshwater fishes. They are commonly known as Indian major carps. They also come under bony fishes. And Echinis, this is the sucker fish. Echinis is a sucker fish. Once again, the examples of bony fishes. Hippocampus, seahorse, Exocetus, flying fish, Katla Katla, Lebiorohita, Sirhinus mrugala, Indian major carps, freshwater fishes, and Echinis, sucker fish. Here diagrams of caudal fins, different types of caudal fins. This heterocircle caudal fin is found in cartilaginous fishes. Which fishes? Cartilaginous. What type of caudal fin or tail fin is present in cartilaginous fishes? Heterocircle caudal fin. Heterocircle caudal fin means here caudal fin is externally and internally asymmetrical. They divide into two unequal sized lobes. Two unequal sized lobes. Okay. Here these lobes are both externally and internally asymmetrical. Here caudal fin is both externally and internally asymmetrical. Caudal fin divided into two unequal lobes. One is large and another is small. Upper lobe is large and lower lobe is small. Next to homocircle caudal fin and difficircle caudal fin. Homocircle caudal fin is found in teleost bony fishes and difficircle caudal fin is found in dipnoi fishes and latimeria or coelacanth fish. Okay, here homocircle caudal fin means here caudal fin or tail fin divided into two equal lobes. Two equal lobes. These are externally symmetrical, internally asymmetrical. Homocircle caudal fin is externally symmetrical, internally asymmetrical. Okay, this is homocircle caudal fin. Here caudal fin divided into two equal lobes. Okay, here it is externally symmetrical, internally asymmetrical. It is found in teleost bony fishes. And difficircle caudal fin, it is also found in bony fishes like dipnoi fishes, nothing but lung fishes, and Latimeria chalumnae, that is coelacanth fish, which is a living fossil among the fishes. Living fossil among the fishes is called coelacanth fish or Latimeria. Okay, dipnoi fishes, Latimeria and dipnoi fishes shows difficircle caudal fin. Difficircle caudal fin means here caudal fin is undivided. Caudal fin is undivided. Caudal fin is undivided. Undivided caudal fin is present, which is externally and internally symmetrical. Which is externally, internally symmetrical. Here undivided caudal fin, both externally and internally symmetrical. Example, dipnoi fishes, Latimeria or coelacanth fishes. Next about types of scales. In bony fishes, in bony fishes, cycloid scales, ctenoid scales are present in bony fishes, no? I already told you. Okay, here placoid scales are found in cartilaginous fishes. Cartilaginous fishes, placoid. In cartilaginous fishes, what type of scales are present? Placoid type of scales. Here in placoid type of scales, a basal plate is present which consists of toothed-edged plates. Here a basal plate is present. This basal plate consists of toothed-edged plates. Okay, this is placoid scale. Next, this is cycloid scale which is present in bony fishes. In cycloid scales, the scales consist of a center point. Around this center point, many concentric rings are present. Many concentric rings are present around a center point. This is a cycloid scale. And ctenoid scale resembles cycloid scales. Ctenoid, C silent here. ctenoid scales resembles cycloid scales, but one difference is there in between the cycloid scales and ctenoid scale. Cycloid scales consists of a center point. Around this, many concentric rings are present. Okay, this ctenoid scale resemble cycloid scale, but it consists of a toothed edged plate. Toothed edged plate. These toothed edged plates are absent. Toothed edged plates are absent on cycloid scale. Ctenoid scale resembles cycloid scale. Means it also consists of a center point, many concentric rings. And in addition to this, it consists of toothed edged plate. This toothed edged plate is absent in cycloid scales. Okay, this is about the cycloid scales and ctenoid scales present in bony fishes. Placoid scale present in cartilaginous fishes. Okay, placoid scales consist of a basal plate with toothed edged plates. Okay, with that explanation of differences between the bony fishes and cartilaginous fishes is completed. Okay. Okay, we will continue in tomorrow's class. In tomorrow's class, I will deal with another topic. Okay, thank you very much.